The highest and worst cost of war are the human lives that are lost. They are irreplaceable. That is why drone warfare is so revolutionary on the battlefield, in the skies above the battlefield, and now on the high seas. If you are sailing a vessel against the United States military and you see one of these bad boys coming at you, you're dead. Say your prayers to whatever God you got. You're finished. This is the end for you. This is what a one-way U.S. military Navy attack drone looks like, and it is terrifying. And now, for the first time ever, we have seen these bad boys in action. Ladies and gentlemen, the U.S. just deployed their fleet of unmanned suicide drone vessels for the first time against Iran. You can see a drone vessel patrolling outside of the Pentagon. They are in heavy use in the waterways of Washington, D.C. These vehicles are actionable in the field of battle. In fact, they've already saved 2 U.S. Army aviators when their Apache helicopter went down in the Gulf of Oman, marking a breakthrough milestone in unmanned search and rescue. They have 1,000 nautical miles, payload capacity of 1,000 pounds, so that's a big old bomb you could put on these things, and top speeds exceeding 35 knots, so they are very fast. You cannot really intercept them. They're 24 foot long, and they are speedy. Check this out. Here's a hype video. This is the Corsair autonomous surface vehicle. Collaborative swarms, payload bay, open architecture, track, follow, intercept targets. Fast. So what happens when you see one of these bad boys out in the open ocean? You best prepare. They're boosting production. They've already been used in the battlefield to rescue troops, and now they are being used to blow to absolute atomized ashes the Iranian Navy. U.S. uses one-way attack sea drones for the first time in Iran strikes, and we have the footage. Check this out. So this is the ports in Iran that have submarines at them. Seen here, a trio of American Corsair USVs drive up to a sub repair dock in Bandar Abbas and detonate. Check it out. Boom. 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 You're cooked, bro. Ain't no one getting repaired in these bases any longer. Freaking awesome. Look at this. So cool. What is this platform? This is a specific platform called the Corsair. This is what it looks like on a scale model. You can see here. We just played you this little hype video. But this sucker is speedy, and it is built in Texas, and it is ready to do severe damage. Awesome. Look at that. So cool. Yesterday, using multiple one-way attack surface drone, CENTCOM forces successfully struck a submarine and ship maintenance facility in Iran. 3 Corsair unmanned surface vehicles hit the port Bandar Abbas naval base, marking the first time American forces have deployed sea drones in combat operations. Last night's strikes degraded Iran's ability to continue attacking commercial ships. CENTCOM took out an Iranian ship facility using sea drones. First time this has ever happened. The strikes should finally put a dent on the attack of commercial vessels. Looks like they were already in really bad shape. You can see a submarine there, though, on the platform, right? And look, you can see, I mean, it's amazing to get this like really good footage. You can see there, right there. See that? That's a sub. That's a submarine. So they have the submarine out there, and this is how they go and lay mines and harass these ships. And it is no more. Pretty unbelievable. This is the first time ever sea drones have been used in combat. It's a wild time, man. U.S. forces use sea drones. Unclassified footage. The strikes degrade Iran's ability to project force. The first time in history. The first time American forces have employed sea drones. Combat operation war is changing incredibly quickly. U.S. Navy using low-cost sea drones. Iran has tried to bait the U.S. Navy too long without success to move into their naval ships into the strait. They won't. And now these sea drones, they can now enter the strait without risking any naval forces. I mean, it changes everything. Crazy. The United States has officially seized the Iranian coast. No Iranian ships will be allowed to leave. No foreign ships will be allowed to enter unless they are carrying food. 20% tolls to be paid to the U.S. effective immediately. Donald Trump saying that he is taking over the Strait of Hormuz. This is because Strait of Hormuz traffic collapsed after Iran started shooting at ships once again. I'm not sure why they did this. They have an MOU saying they won't do this, but of course they did it. And President Trump, of course, the anniversary of Trump getting shot in the head in Butler, marked by President Trump getting more assassination attempts. When Trump tried to fly into Turkey, he was actually forced to switch planes because of an Iranian plot to kill him. This is according to the Wall Street Journal. Presidential security detail abandoned his primary aircraft assigned to the trip, secretly transferring Trump to an alternative, heavily fortified government plane to further neutralize the threat and prevent hostile actors monitoring the escape route. The flight crew completely disabled the aircraft's transponder, successfully cloaking the flight path until it cleared the high-risk airspace of Donald Trump, forced off of his Air Force One because of threats against him by Iran. So Trump responded by absolutely just torching the country last night, killing Iranian leadership in strikes like this. Holy moly. This is what killed the IRGC leader, this bunker buster that just demolished whatever base was buried deep underground here. Cooked. Tons of IRGC leaders dead, some of them named, and CENTCOM saying, for the first time we used one-way attack aerial drones and one-way attack sea drones. So it's going to be a lot easier for us if you don't have to worry about sending people home in body bags, which is, of course, the worst thing any president can do. It's going to be a lot easier for the American military to project force and strength and might. 90% of the casualties in the Ukraine-Russia front are come from drone warfare. Men don't even shoot at each other anymore. They can't get close enough. They all die via drones. And Ukraine is actually taking back entire cities based on their drone warfare capacity. Ukraine is using unmanned aerial and ground-based platforms in order to take back entire swaths of its front lines. It's the first time that's ever happened. So war is changing quickly. We are bragging about it, and less American lives in danger, the better, as far as I'm concerned. Pretty cool stuff. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe for more updates. We won't let you down. Fight, 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 and win.